Good morning. It is 6:52 a.m. on Wednesday, August 10th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just did this already. This is 5 more minutes. Somehow fiddling around with my microphone led to it accidentally being turned off, and so I just recorded a whole video with no sound. And because I've learned my lesson, at least to an extent, I checked to make sure that it was okay before just uploading and going on with my day and not checking it. Which means that I'm not just heading off to work with a video that has no sound in it, but also that I have to do it over. So that's irritating. I mean, nobody really to blame. You know, I could have double checked it before I started recording, I suppose. But I never deliberately turn off the microphone. Just let me show the microphone here. So, see, this switch, sometimes as I fiddle around, it just pops down. And then it doesn't record any sound, which makes it less useful to me. So, what I talked about in that video, and I will talk about again now, is that even though yesterday I talked about, well, I'm going to wait to get some more impressions before I decide whether or not to go ahead and get No Man's Sky on PS4, maybe wait for PC, I don't know. And then like 10 minutes after that video, I went ahead and I just ordered it on the PSN store. Even though I was going to then have to go to work and not be able to play it all day. But I did, however, once I got home from work and after writing on, today's Phyllis, I had time to play for a couple of hours, and I even streamed the first hour. So, if you check my YouTube channel, you'll see that I've got an hour worth of me playing No Man's Sky there. And it is my first hour, so there's a lot of me going, what was that noise? What is this thing? How do I do that? What's this mean? Ooh, look at that. But that's okay because that seems, at least based on my initial experiences, that's pretty much what the game is you're exploring and going, ooh, look at that thing. What is that? Oh, I don't know. What do I do with this? Oh, look at that. Anyone who maybe is not aware of this game, the basic idea is that it's a procedurally generated universe, meaning it uses math algorithms to not randomly, but to generate all of these landscapes, as opposed to a game where the map is created by a person who programs a very specific landscape and says, okay, the city goes here, and there's a mountain right here, and there's a tree over here. This one uses a computer program to generate a whole bunch of different planets sort of automatically. And there are so many in this game. They say it's like 18 quintillion or something, which is like, that's just a ridiculous number, because even in their marketing campaign, they talk about like, oh, if you visited one per second and didn't take any time to travel in between, it would take you 565 billion years to look at them all. Which seems kind of like, I mean, it's exciting, but it's sort of seems like ridiculous overkill at that point. I played for a couple of hours and only visited 2 planets so far. I probably could have visited more if I was really, working at it, but even just one planet is super huge and there's a lot of stuff on it. So I'm finding it pretty enjoyable so far. There's a lot, it does kind of throw you in the deep end with a lot of things that it doesn't really explain, and you have to just kind of either figure it out or say, well, I guess I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll move on anyway. And it's very much a game where, because all of your goals seem to be largely self-directed, meaning there's nothing funneling you to a specific path beyond, some broad strokes where it's like, hey, if you want to go to another planet, you have to fix your ship so that you can go to another planet. but you kind of don't have to do that if you don't want to. It limits you in some ways because the whole idea is that there's lots of these planets. So if you wanted to just stay on one, that seems like, you know, why would you do that? But you could. And so it's, but because you're kind of directing your own goals and there's just so much stuff everywhere, there's not a lot of good stopping points. And so you say, okay, I'll just go to this space station. And then you go to the space station and say, oh, I'll just talk to this guy. Oh, this guy wants me to make this thing, but I need more heridium to do that. And oh, I remember where there was some heridium, so I could go and just get enough heridium to build this thing. And then that guy, oh, but then when I build the thing, it lets me do this, so let me just do that. And so it's easy to, I think, play longer than you meant to. But in any case, if you want to see kind of what I'm talking about, check out the gameplay video and let me know if you want me to do more of those. And um, so that's the game. But now, because I've had to do this over again, I am behind schedule. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.